Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Firing quickly, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Seibert's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down by
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
51 the money, boys. 51. Let's go, baby.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And over the middle, this is Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now a give to Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, you keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Play fake. Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Dolphins 12, Browns 3.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
Mayfield down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
From 13 yards out. And the Browns are back within a score.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
44, Mike, 44. Come on, the ball.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
2 to Parker there for the Miami first.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
you think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it this time. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
And the Browns first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
On the throwaway.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 20.
Breida to get the third quarter started. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the Browns' 46-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
The 20-yard line.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Mayfield with the give to
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
And the Browns first down.
Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's second down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Browns 20, Dolphins 12.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. A throw to Parker complete on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
The 9-yard line.
2nd and 3 from the 9. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins
Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
The touchdown is huge, but the focus now is on the 2-point play. I don't want to say they have a cushion here, but if they don't get it, they still have a chance for onside kick.
Yeah, they would need some big-time help, but you're right. There would be a shot, but the focus right now on that 2-point conversion.
Browns 20, Dolphins 18.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. 52 is the mic right here. 52.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 63 yards on the ground.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Hey, check. 3
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Tua. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And now here comes their final timeout
of 8 yards.
as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Down.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge.